Welcome back. This is going to be a little bit of a non-traditional session in my How to Fly a Multi-Rotor series. I am going to show you something new and interesting and different, but in addition, this is going to be my 1,000 subscriber special. I know it's traditional to do something like that for YouTube channels. I just crossed 1,000 subscribers. I'm not really sure how that happened, but here I am. Here we all are, and it's actually traditional for the YouTube presenter to do a giveaway, but I don't have really anything to give away. And my wife, when I said that to her, said, "You're supposed to buy something and give it away." And I said, "I don't make any money off this channel." So, so I'm not giving anything away, but I'm also not putting ads on my channel, so we'll call it even. But here's my special anyway. I'm going to show you something interesting. By the way, I'm being lazy tonight. There is not a video overlay. I don't think it's going to detract much. I think you're going to get the gist of it. There's not an overlay, a picture-in-picture rather of the transmitter because I'm being lazy. I don't want to set up my camera, but I don't think it'll be a problem. You'll be fine. Let's get to it. All right, well, if you've watched my channel, you know that you can coordinate turns by yawing and rolling into the turn in a proportional amount to cause the horizon to stay at a fixed degree of tilt. All right, so you start to yaw, the horizon starts to tilt, you add some roll, and the horizon. And then when you have just the right amount of roll and tilt, roll and yaw, the horizon stays at roughly the same angle. But did you know there's another way to coordinate turns? It's true, and I discovered this myself. I wouldn't have discovered this without the simulator, because no one thinks to do this. I don't think I've never heard of this before. Maybe I'm sure I'm not the first to discover it, but I've never heard of it, and I don't see other people do it either. So maybe I discovered it. I don't know. Here's the thing. You throttle up, you're flying forward, you yaw, and the horizon tilts. And then you roll to level it out. And that's the most sort of intuitive thing to do. But you can yaw and pitch forward. And actually, it will have a similar effect. Now, it's confusing because the horizon doesn't level out. But actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to yaw to the left, and I'm going to pitch forward, and what you will see is the horizon will stay at the same angle. Now again, I am yawing to the left and pitching forward. Try it yourself. And you will see that the horizon stays at a consistent angle. It's just tilted the other way. Watch. I'm yawing to the left the same amount. Hang on, I'm going to have to resettle myself. Hold on. I'm yawing to the left, and I'm rolling to the left, and the horizon is tilted to the right as I bank to the left and turn to the left. Now I'm yawing to the left and I'm pitching forward. The horizon is banked to the left as I continue to turn to the left. Isn't that interesting? Now, if you think about what I'm doing, I'm not going to go to the outside, the third-person view, and show it to you because I would just crash. You wouldn't have anything to see. But if you get your copter out, or you use a sheet of paper or something, and think about what's happening here, I'm turning and I'm coordinating exactly the same as before. I'm just doing it on a different axis. So instead of facing the bottom of the copter, now look what's happening here. We never talk about the pitch axis here. So in this turn, I'm yawing left and I'm rolling left, but actually I'm also pitching back just a little bit. So yaw left, roll left, and pitch back just a little bit. The bottom of my copter is facing the outside of the turn. Here, yaw left, pitch forward. The bottom of my copter is facing the inside of the turn, but I'm still turning, the same way. And that's very interesting. You never fly this way, and I'll tell you why we never fly this way. if we flew this way in real planes, there would be negative G's, negative G forces. In other words, you would be pulled to the outside. You would be pulled, gravity would reverse itself and you'd be pulled upwards. And the human body can withstand quite a lot of positive G's, right? Positive G's is where you're being pulled downwards. Do you see that? With me turning this way, if I was a pilot in here, I would be being pulled towards the bottom of the copter. That's negative G's, and that's human body is able to tolerate quite a lot of that. But positive G's pulls the blood all to our head, and we pass out very quickly. And so, in fact, I saw a video once of a fighter pilot, and he was doing some low altitude flying, and as he was following the contour of the land, and as he crested a hill, instead of just pushing the stick forward and nosing down, he actually rolled inverted and pulled up. And I was like, why is he doing that? And the answer is that at the speed he was going, if he had nosed down to follow the contour, the positive G's would have been uncomfortable. But by going inverted and pulling up on the stick, he keeps the G's negative and they're more comfortable. So I think the reason that pilots don't naturally fly this way is that we are all used to thinking about these vehicles as if they were full-scale vehicles and flying them like they're full-scale vehicles. And when you fly a full-scale vehicle, you want to avoid positive G's. So you turn like this. Yaw left, roll left, pitch back. But there is absolutely no reason you can't turn like this. Yaw left, pitch forward, and roll right. Or roll left. It's just different proportions of the same thing. And you could try this yourself. You could play with it. How much you let it tilt over. Like this. What do you think of that? That's pretty cool, isn't it? Oh, I crashed, I was about to say. And I'm doing it without even crashing. That's pretty cool, isn't it? I mean, you could do it like this. Sure. Nothing wrong with that. Or you could do it like this. You just turn the other way. Nothing about the physics is different. You just turn the other way. Isn't that cool? So, that's my little treat to you. You're welcome to play with that. This is not a typical move that you'll see. I don't really see pilots flying this way. I think it's because they're just not used to it or maybe haven't thought of it. But I think it has some cool potential for acro moves. I don't think you would probably do this very much when you're racing because just, I don't know, it's not what you're used to. I can't tell if you can see as well where you're going or not. I'm not sure. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to attempt to complete one lap of this track while cross-coordinating like that the whole time. Not cross, whatever you want to call it. All right, let's give it a go. In theory, this shouldn't be much different than flying tilted the other way. It's just you're not used to it. We shall see. It's hard not to get turned sideways, really sideways. Oh, come on back, come back, come back. If I land it, does that count as a failure? Ah, okay, here we go. All right, I'm going to try not to get turned radically sideways just on principle. As long as I'm turned out of the turn, with the top of my copter facing out of the turn, we're going to call that good. We're going to say that counts. I mean, I don't need to turn sideways excessively just on principle. Now, this is a straight part, so I feel like I can level out here. Okay, now, turn into it. Yep. Oh, I missed it. It was going so well. Let's see if I can come back around. Oh. I'm going to call that a crash. Okay, because I touched down. That's cheating. Here we go again. Ah! Here we go. It's really hard to go smooth here because I'm just so unused to coordinating this way. It's hard to tell where I need to be to keep it sort of online. This part's easy. Okay. Here we go. Oh. Almost finished a lap. Almost finished a lap. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Yes. I finished a lap. Yes. Okay. All right, let's see if I can beat that time now. Part of what's tricky is I am allowed to roll to the right. I just got to keep the horizon tilted outside. I mean, I can. Okay. Now here I can straighten out. That's allowed. Should go fast on the straight part. And we're back in the turn. Oh. I feel like that was not entirely legitimate. 40 seconds, but I flipped back over. We'll keep that one. We'll see if I can do even better. Oh, that one was going so well. That was going so well. Oh, I'm really starting to get it. I'm really starting to get it. "32 seconds. All right, folks, we're gonna call that one. We're gonna call that one the winner. Happy New Year, and thanks for subscribing. And hope it stays interesting. Bye bye. Good night.